Most people are afraid to fail. Most of us, probably all of us, are afraid to fail. And all of us have fallen down sometimes. We don't like to fall down. You know, as little kids, when we learn how to walk, we fall down and we get back up. We should take a lesson from a 1 year old. Are you afraid to fail? Are you afraid to fall? You know, it takes courage, it takes bravery, it takes determination to do things that maybe you're afraid of. And if you're going to get past them, you've got to build up this courage, and you've got to build up your internal brave heart, let's say, and find deep down inside of you what it's going to take to move past that. You can learn how to fear less and take back the power that fear has stolen from you so that you can be fearless. So learn how to fear less so you can be fearless. It's possible to be braver. It's possible to be more courageous and go out and achieve the things that you want to achieve and achieve the dreams that you want to achieve in your life. And the way you do that is by owning your own fears, knowing that they're there, accept them. You know, if you deny the fear that you have, if you want to, if you have a fear of public speaking and you deny that you have this fear and you just say, well, but I'm not good at it, or nobody wants to listen to me, but you really just, I mean, maybe something you want to do, but you just have this fear, denying it only gives it more power. You have to confront what scares you. If you want to get up in front and speak to people, get up in front and speak. Because here's the key about public speaking. Everybody that's sitting out in the audience is just as afraid or even more afraid than you, because you were brave enough to even get up on the stage. And so you automatically become a bigger person in their eyes. So confront what scares you. Take the power away from your fears. Take the power away from what scares you and just own it. Accept it. Know that it's there. And stop worrying about the worst case scenario. I mean, it's real easy. We know we've got to confront this issue, and our mind goes into overdrive and it starts telling us all the bad things that are going to happen because of what we think the outcome is going to be and how we think this is going to go. And so we think worst case scenario. You know, your boss says, hey, I want to talk to you tomorrow. And the first thing you think of is, I'm going to get fired or something, you know. And so we always go worst case. So instead, spend some time thinking about and considering what you would do if things were that bad. And once you decide what you would do if things were that bad, then it's real easy to realize that you can get through it, that it's something that you can overcome, something that you can push through. So tame that fear monster. Because once you come up against a fear or a confrontation, your mind is going to go into overdrive. So you just need to tame it and move on. Silence your inner critic. We are our own worst critic. So the best thing you can do is silence it. Because you know what? You are not what you fear. You're not what you fear. So acknowledge the fact that you've got this inner critic. And acknowledge the fact that you've got these fears. Take charge of your life. Take charge of your thoughts and move on and move forward. Silence that inner critic. Tell him, you know, you're not going to tell me what to do anymore. And move forward. And you do that by getting honest with yourself. So many times we let our fears control us and hold us back. And so we live in this place where we're afraid and we're afraid of the fears, and we like to live in this comfort zone where we can control those fears and control those outside influences, and it doesn't hurt so bad. Well, if you're going to live there and you're going to avoid your fears or not even acknowledge you have them, and let them control your life, what I want you to do is stop and consider what your life looks like 10 years from now. Living with those fears, living in that comfort zone, living away from what you really want in your life. Are you going to be any place different than where you are today? Probably not. You're not going to get any closer to your dreams. In fact, you probably go backwards because you put up so many walls around you. Inaction has a cost. If you don't exercise, your health is going to go down. If you don't eat right, yeah, your health is going to go down. If you don't pursue your goals and dreams, they'll just get farther and farther away. If you don't confront your fears, you give them more power over you. So don't regret taking a risk. Taking a risk is okay. It depends on the risk, but taking a risk is okay. If you're confronting your fears, take that risk. What's the worst thing that can happen? You go right back to where you were, sadly. But taking a risk, don't regret not taking the risk. Don't regret taking a risk, but don't regret not taking the risk. When you get 10 years down the road, don't regret the fact that you didn't take that risk 10 years ago. You really need to become the person that you really want to be. This person that you want to be, that you have this desire, that you can see it. You can visualize this person you want to be, this life you want to live. Become that person. If you see yourself standing strong, speaking boldly, taking action, succeeding in everything you do, then become that person. Don't just say, well, maybe it'll happen. You have to become that person. You have to feel the power of who you want to be. Own the fact that that's who you want to be. Own the fact that you've got some fears. Use all of this. Use this energy. Use this nervousness about taking risk and move forward. Because when you live on the edge of that nervousness and that risk, that's where you find your success. Take the risk. Put yourself out there. There's no perfect time to do it. Truly, there's no perfect time. If you're waiting for the perfect time, there's no perfect time to do it. You need to take the leap today. Take the leap this week. Put yourself out there. It takes courage to go out and get this done. And if you really want to have the life that you dream of, if you really want to have the success you want in your life, it's going to take courage. It's going to take work. And it's going to be something that you've got to just sometimes step out on faith that it's going to work. Sometimes it doesn't, but guess what? You learned a lesson. You're not going to do that again. There's another way. You have to be brave. You have to be brave enough within yourself. Bravery is built by repetition. You know, we see a lot of brave people, especially in military. And it's not because they woke up one day and said, I'm going to join the military because I'm brave. No, they're all scared. But bravery in a soldier comes from doing what they do every single day, doing it the same way every single day, knowing what their buddy next to them is going to do every single time. It's the repetition that develops bravery. You have to learn to be courageous because it takes courage to step out and chase your dreams. Everybody else wants you to not. Everybody else wants to stay in their little comfort zone. You need to get comfortable being uncomfortable. So many of us live in our little comfort zone. We live in this life that's really comfortable for us, and we want everything to stay that way because it feels so good, but we never get anything. And then we complain about our life. We don't have what we want. We don't have the goals that we want. We don't have the dream life that we always dream of because we all have that dream. We've gotten comfortable in the life we live. So you need to get comfortable being uncomfortable, and then guess what? You'll be less scared when you step out to pursue your goals and to pursue your dreams. So bottom line with all this, yes, we're all afraid. We're afraid of failing. We're afraid of falling. Fear only teaches us that that didn't work and there's another way. So feel your fear. If you can feel the fear and you move through it and you move past it, you know that you're on the path to accomplishing whatever you want, whatever your goals and your dreams are. You know, in my book, The Success Grower, I talk about the storms in our life, the storms that come up, that hold us back, that beat us down. It's the people who push through the storm and come out on the other side where the sun shines. It's the people who just hunker down and don't ever work to get out of it, who stay in the storm all their life. And it's sad. So you need to be brave in your actions. If you're moving to push forward to accomplish your goals and your dreams, you need to be brave. Develop the courage. Your desired life is counting on you. The life that you want to live, the life of your dreams. We all have them. We hold them up here. We think about them when it gets quiet. It's that, man, I wish I had. Man, I wish I could. If only I had. We all have those statements. We all have those questions. That's your desired life. Your desired life is counting on you to be brave, to develop the courage, to stand up in the face of your fear, take a step forward, and tell your fear, not today. It may come up, it may pound on you, but that's okay. Take a half step back tomorrow, take another full step forward. It's okay, as long as you keep moving forward and you keep developing your bravery in your actions so that you can achieve the dreams that you want. I'm Mark Schinnerer, coming to you from the house. It's wet outside today. This Sunday. I hope you have a great day. I hope you have a great week this coming week. Man, January's almost over. That's really sad. The time flies by so fast these days. I hope you have a great day, and I'll be back and talk to you tomorrow.